Using old, obsolete, or low-power hardware to build a capable Batosera PC is a rewarding challenge. I started with the Intel i7-7700T, a low-power processor that still packs a punch, and paired it with the OEM AMD RX 6300 GPU. This combination may seem unconventional, but it's surprisingly effective for emulation. The i7-7700T is quite old now, and as the T variant, low-powered at only 35 watts. The RX 6300 is the very bottom of the low end of AMD GPUs that still get driver support. With only 2 gigs of memory and running at PCIe times for Gen 4, and in my case, Gen 3 because of the CPU, it seems like a complete waste of time and money. However, running at only 32 watts, it shows surprising power for what it is. You will get roughly the same performance as the 1050 Ti, but using half the power and costing half as much or even less. The i7-7700T's hyperthreading allows for smooth multitasking, while the RX 6300 provides enough graphical power to handle games without breaking much of a sweat. While some games will just be too much for it, I could enjoy many PS2 titles with little issue. You configured Batosera to optimize performance, tweaking settings to ensure low latency and high frame rates. What's fascinating is how this setup can run classics like PS2 and GameCube titles close to seamlessly, and for some titles even upscaled or enhanced, all while consuming minimal power. It's a testament to how you can breathe new life into old hardware, creating a robust emulation station that rivals more expensive builds. Projects like this speak to me, as you can take unwanted or obsolete hardware that is often very cheap and turn it into something worthwhile. The entire system under load draws under 100 watts even when pushed as hard as it can be. This is a fun way to practice PC building using old parts and have something extraordinary in the end. In my case, I am using an HP Elitedesk PC that cost me around $60, and the 6300, which cost me about $50, in addition to RAM and an SSD drive, not an NVMe drive, but still much faster than a mechanical hard drive I already had lying around. A cheap dongle I got off of Temu for under $5 adds Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, which allows me to keep up to date, play online, and connect a wireless controller. The system is also powerful enough to run Windows. Using Atlas OS, which neatly trims down Windows 10, everything is snappy and responsive. This setup will allow you to play and enjoy some Windows titles too, such as Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, Diablo 2, including the improved version, Diablo 3, and Path of Exile. Some titles you can max out settings at 1080p, others you may need to tweak things, but this system is much more capable than you might have imagined. In fact, to test a newer title, I have the Outer Worlds installed. While I only played near the beginning, and only for a few minutes, the frame rate was good enough to enjoy the game, with the preset high settings at 1080p.